As chair of the Commerce Committee in the Senate, I wonder if you directly or your committee are helping to advise the administration on exactly what to announce on Wednesday.
Well, sure. I've had many conversations with the president, with the Commerce Secretary and members of the administration about economic policy writ large and tariffs in particular. I will say President Trump uses tariffs for multiple purposes. One of the purposes he uses tariffs for is as leverage to incentivize conduct by other countries that is in America's interest. The classic example of that is the threatened 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada unless and until both countries actively assist in securing our border, stopping the invasion of illegal immigrants that was coming for the last 4 years, and stopping the flood of fentanyl. In that respect, I emphatically support the president's efforts to secure the border. I think the single clearest mandate that came out of this election in November is a demand from the American people to secure the border. Above and beyond that, the president affirmatively likes tariffs. He's got a very strong view on that. This has been a consistent view of his the entirety of his life. With respect to tariffs writ more generally, I can tell you what I've urged the president is really two things. Number one, focus on China. Everything we can do to delink our economy from China's economy is good for American national security and economic security. And number two, what I've urged is focus on reciprocity. And the reason I've urged that is, listen, I believe in free trade, and reciprocity puts a downward ratchet on any tariffs that are imposed by the administration, because if another country doesn't like it, they have a path in front of them, which is to lower the tariffs they have on American goods, which in turn will lower the tariffs we have on theirs.
Senator, we are short on time here, but I know you wanted to discuss your Congressional Review Act, looking at the rules in which the IRS actually dictates what decentralized firms are and are not brokerages. Is that just addressing a symptom of a wider problem on lack of regulatory clarity around decentralized assets as a whole?
Well, that is one component of it, but more broadly, the Biden administrations and many Dems have a deep antipathy to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency across the board. And so in the waning days of the Biden administration, the IRS put a regulation in place on decentralized finance that treated the programmers that are developing decentralized finance apps as broker-dealers, put really onerous reporting requirements on them that were not remotely practical. And so I introduced a Congressional Review Act resolution to repeal that regulation. And I got to say, it got overwhelming bipartisan support in Congress. In the Senate, the vote was 70 to 28 in favor of repealing this terrible crypto regulation. It is the single biggest bipartisan margin in the Senate of any CRA that is headed to the president's desk for signature. And the reason is the antipathy of Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren and so many Democrats to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency makes no sense. So this was a big victory for crypto.